in
It
different
gets me
ways.
to your valuation. So you got a pretty high valuation. Walk us through it. 13 million a coin. Is that, I want to make sure I'm quoting you right. And the year 2045, walk us through why you think there's so much appreciation coming.
Yeah, we created a model which we uploaded to GitHub. It's in the open source community. It's called Bitcoin 24. You can just Google it and go grab it. It's an Excel spreadsheet, and it has macroeconomic models for the next 21 years, a Bitcoin forecast for 21 years, and then micro models for corporations and individuals and institutions and even nation states. And once you download that model, you can plug in your own assumptions about what you think is going to happen, and you can come to your own conclusions. But my assumptions are the US dollar supply is going to continue to expand about 7% a year. And that is the historic rate of expansion of dollars for the past 100 years. That's how I arrive at that. That's just how fast the money supply is expanding if you look at M2. And I think that there'll be innovation from AI. So some things like equities will probably grow a little bit faster because AI is going to have a boost to equities. I think over time, gradually, technology is going to demonetize gold and some of the other stores of value assets that were used in the 20th and the 19th century. But the 21st century, we're going to digitally transform property and transform gold into digital property, digital gold.
Okay.
And when you look at Bitcoin's growth over the past 15 years, it's been growing more than 100% a year for the first decade or so, and for the last 4 years, it's been appreciating about 50% a year in ARR. I think it's 50% a year in ARR, and it's 50 vol, which is like three times the volatility of the S&P and three times the performance of the S&P index.
Quick reminder to go over to 76 Research, our financial website, where you can get a whole lot of information about financial markets and what stocks we like to invest in. Lots of different content there. Just a quick look at our top financial pick, up 24%, utility up 24%, real estate up 23%. You get the picture. It's important to put yourself and your financial future first. You can do that at 76 Research, just $1. It costs just $1 with code word dollar, $1 a month for the first 2 months. 76research.com. I'll see you there.
Okay. Over the next 21 years, I think it will grow faster than the S&P, and it's going to grow to the point where it's about 7% of the world's assets. Right now, it's about 0.1% of the world's assets. And I think that it will gradually approach, but it will never be as big as the S&P index or equities. It won't ever be as big as real estate. But in that world where it decelerates from 50% down to 20%-ish, it will appreciate from 65 or 70,000 up to 13 million a coin in my base case. And that amounts to about a 29% ARR on average over the 21 years. And when it's half the size of the S&P, it'll still be twice as volatile, probably performing 50% better, because it's a 24/7 365 asset. It's subject to global chaos and global capital flows, and it doesn't have all the risk factors of property or the risk factors of equity to hold it back.